Oh, we all know Labor are not perfect, but, you know, they're going to scrap the cashless debit card. That's going to save 6.6 million people's lives for a start. Right? Protect their rights, protect their human rights, protect their legal protections in law, and keep them as inclusive citizens in this country. You know, be part of the population instead of excluded and segregated and kicked and stigmatised like everybody likes to do. Medicare. What are you going to do without Medicare? Right? Liberals have made it very clear that their plan is to go with the Americanised healthcare system. Labor will protect Medicare, restore what the LNP have already cut, so that, you know, people have access to doctors. People like me have access to hospitals. You know, or don't you want poor people having access to anything like that? Public housing. ALP could do more, but it's a lot better than what the LNP have been doing, which is none. Right? We have a housing crisis. We have 1 million people who are homeless, and that's only going to get worse. You know, LNP aren't exactly rushing to provide homes for the 30,000 people left homeless through the floods, are they? No. And ALP can't do it at the moment because they're not in government. The state government's doing the best they can. All right? And look at what the LNP tried to do. They tried to only give it to a Nationals Party electorate and not the rest. Do you know what I mean? No. Oh, aged care. How many more do you want to die of starvation, malnutrition, neglect, maggots, open wounds? Meanwhile, the bosses of these privatised healthcare, you know, aged care centres are driving around in Maseratis and living in mansions and buying yachts with that aged pensioners' hard-earned money from the sale of their house to pay to get into that damn nursing home, just to be treated worse than an animal. No. Labor's going to pull that up for a start and probably start putting more staff in them. Oh, that's right. Aged care workers were supposed to be getting $800 bonus. So far, they haven't got it. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Now, NDIS, cutting it so that people on pensions and carer pension have their programs cut, but the wealthier people in society, their kids don't get their funding cut. You know, they're not losing any money from that. So, yeah, again, NDIS will be protected better instead of it all being funneled towards the wealthy. And the rorts, where LNP have just sold everything off, or every contract's for one of their mates. You know, yeah, I'm sorry, but ALP are not implementing the card. The card's been in for 6 years. LNP have done it with One Nation and UAP's help.